Nincs karikásos torom. Nem vagyok betyár és nem hordok bőgatyát. A világ egyik legszebb és legnehezebb nyelvét beszélem, és rajtam kívül még több millióan értik, hogy mire gondolok, amikor azt mondom, anyám tyúkja. A családnevem megelőzi a keresztnevemet, és nem örülök, hogy a turisták összekeverik Budapestet Bukaresttel. Büszkén gondolok Mátyásra, az igazságosra, az anyák megmentőjére, Rodolfóra és Paplacira. Szeretem a déli harangszót, Erős Pistát, a Sárga Villamost, a Mákos Gubát. Itt élek Európa szívében. Vízilabdában mi vagyunk a császárok, és igenis, nálunk élnek a világ legszebb női. Magyarország, én így szeretlek.
Hungary, or known formally as the Hungarian Republic, is a country located on the east-central part of Europe. It is surrounded with a lot of neighboring countries such as Austria, Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Slovenia, and Croatia. The capital city of Hungary is Budapest. Currently, there are approximately 10 million people living in Hungary, but there are also around 5 million Hungarians living outside of the country. The reason why there are so many Hungarians outside Hungary is mainly because these people live in the borders of old Hungary, but now these borders have since become parts of Hungary's neighboring countries. The official language is Hungarian, which is a part of Finno-Ugrian language family and said to be one of the most difficult languages in the world. Let's talk about doing business in Hungary. The currency of the Hungary is the forint. In the last decade or so, Hungary had been one of the dominating economies in the Eastern Europe region. Hungary also had the pleasure to join the European Union in 2004 mainly due to their strong economic growth. Budapest, the capital city, is not just the political center, but it's also the economic and commercial hub of the country. Besides being very strong in their economy, it's still a place with rich cultural heritages and traditions. People can easily find museums, thermal springs, and natural wonders spread all over Hungary. Some of the famous tourist spots includes the House of Terror, St. Stephen Basilica, and Heroes Square. Hungarians' cuisine are also very well known to be spicy but rich in flavor. Their national dish is the goulash, which is a filling stew of beef, vegetables, red onions, and spices. The goulash gets its flavor from the use of slow-cooked beef shin or similar richly flavored cuts and paprika. Hungarian people are also known to be very festive. They would occasionally celebrate joyful festivals throughout the whole year. Hungarians are also very well known for their contributions to the world. Some of their best contributions include the Rubik's Cube, ballpoints, and holography.
Individualism. Hungary, which has a score of 80 out of 100, is considered as an individualistic society. This means that there is a high preference for a loosely knit social framework in which individuals are expected to take care of themselves and their immediate families only. In individualistic societies, offense causes guilt and a loss of self-esteem. The employer-employee relationship is a contract based on mutual advantage. Hiring and promotion decisions are supposed to be based on merit only, and management is the management of individuals. However, Hungary scores lower on this dimension than the US, which has a score of 91. This difference, even though it is not that significant, can still be highly perceived when going from one country to the other. One of the manifestations of this difference is that Hungarians usually have a small group of very close friends for whom they would sacrifice everything. We can have a lot of buddies, but we do not consider them as our friends. In the US, on the other hand, people have a lot of friends, but their relationships are not that close, and their friendship can dissolve easily with the moving of the person to another city, for instance. Besides, Hungarian people tend to share their problems more. We do not keep our problems to ourselves. Instead, we are even pleased if we can complain. In the US, on the contrary, it is not generally accepted to complain. People do not share their problems, not even with their closest friends. The following situation demonstrates the differences that occur related to this dimension.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Hi. I'm bad. I'm quite bad. I just finished an assignment that's due tomorrow. The 3 of 6 midterm is coming up. Tom cannot come to my birthday. I just had a fight with my mom, and I just sometimes sometimes it's just so difficult to be an exchange student in the U.S. Everything's so different, so hard.
Yeah.
But how are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
No, I need it. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks, but I'm good.
Do you still keep thinking of Lisa?
Not really. She should be around here somewhere, but listen, I gotta go to class. All right. Good seeing you.
See you.
Masculinity, femininity. Hungary scores 88 out of 100 on the masculinity-femininity dimension and is thus a masculine society. This dimension indicates that the society is driven by competition, achievement and success, with success being defined by the winner or the best in field, a value system that starts in school and continues throughout organizational behavior. In masculine societies, people live in order to work. Managers are expected to be decisive and assertive. The emphasis is on equity, competition and performance, and conflicts are resolved by fighting them out. Hungary has a higher score than the US in this dimension, which means that Hungary is a more masculine country. This can be proved by the following facts as well. The percentage of the households with a female head is much lower in Hungary than in the US. While in Hungary in 2011 only 36.5% of the households had a female head, this number in the US was 44.3%. Besides, the percentage of female employees is also lower in Hungary. It is 46.5% compared to 47.3% in the US. Start filming it. So, another delivery on late December from Hungary to California might be possible, but unfortunately I must talk about this with my supervisor. If you just could hold on a minute. Good afternoon, sir. May I disturb you for a minute? Oh, thank you, sir. Our American client would like to order another shipment for late December, and I was just wondering if you could confirm that we have enough capacity for the order, and also if you could just authorize me to make the contract.
Another delivery is possible, but only in early January. Our resources for this year are overutilized. And yes, if you can, make the contract with them for January at a minimum price of $15,000. Remember, these clients are crucial for us. So, in case you can make this deal right, you might even get promoted.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Goodbye. Oh, I've been informed that unfortunately we are unable to perform the second delivery in December and we have to postpone it to January. So, however, we can give you a $1,000 discount if that would be appropriate for you.
Oh, well, I'm not sure. Hang on a minute. Hey, George, what's up, man? Hey, I'm good too. Hey, so there's this Hungarian supplier. They seem to be unable to process our second order in late December, but then they can only process it at the beginning of January. But then they're also offering a discount from 17,000 to 16,000 because of that. So, what do you think, man? Are we in or are we not?
After showing you our analysis and the main cultural differences between Hungary and the US, we'd also like to provide you with some useful information when visiting Hungary. During your visit, you may experience that Hungarians tend not to smile as much as people normally do in your country. You might even think that they are rude or impolite. Even though it might be strange at the very beginning, the fact that they don't smile at you that often does not necessarily mean that they don't like you. Hungarians are neutral to strangers. They only smile at their friends, their family members, or at people they find sympathetic. Prefer handshakes and kisses on both cheeks, and avoid hugging, as it is common only between really close friends. Say hello when entering the elevator, and then say also goodbye when getting out of the elevator. Don't forget to look into the eyes of the person you're clinking the glasses with. If you drop in a store to shop, remember that each price is after tax. Tipping for services is not required. That is, tipping will never be added to your receipt, but is generally considered everywhere as a polite gesture. Should you not have a car, no worries. We have one of the best public transportation in Europe, meaning that you can easily get to everywhere at a low cost.
Viszlát Magyarországon!